On a chilly winter morning in 1867, under the bright stars in the sky above Warsaw, Poland, a little girl was born. Her name was Maria Sklodowska. Everyone around her looked at this tiny baby with love, unaware that she would one day grow up to change the world. From the very beginning, young Maria had eyes filled with curiosity. As Maria grew, so did her inquisitive gaze. Each morning she looked up at the sky and wondered why the stars shined, how the sun rose, and what mysteries lay within nature. At night she would peer out her window, almost whispering to the stars with wonder. She longed to solve nature's secrets, though she didn't yet know how. When she started school, this curiosity turned into a passion. However, when she mentioned her scientific dreams, some people around her turned their noses up at the idea of a young girl pursuing science. Everyone around her started to sense that Maria would one day become a great scientist. As cold winter nights swept through Warsaw, a warm fire of scientific passion burned in Maria's heart. Maria grew up, but her thirst for knowledge only deepened. Yet, in Poland, it was forbidden for women to attend university, a barrier that stood in her way. But Maria wasn't one to give up on her dreams. With courage in her heart, she decided to go to Paris, France. In 1891, she arrived in the city, marking a fresh beginning. Once there, she changed her name to Marie Curie and enrolled in the Sorbonne University to study physics and chemistry. Life in Paris was challenging. Sometimes she couldn't even afford food, and living in such difficult conditions was not her cup of tea. But Marie persevered. In her tiny cold room, she'd study late into the night, finding warmth within the lines of her science books. The more she learned, the more science became her guiding light. Marie Curie gathered knowledge as if it were a precious jewels, each lesson adding to her strength. Soon all of Paris was captivated by this young woman's determination and strength. In Paris, Marie unlocked the magical doors of science, stepping into the mysterious realm of radioactivity. She worked for days, months, even years in her experiments, each step bringing her closer to an incredible discovery. She and her husband, Marie Curie, spent countless hours in their laboratory, working from morning until the first light of dawn. Though their bodies grew weary, their hearts beat with unstoppable determination. Many people warned Marie that her experiments were dangerous, that working with radioactive substances would give anyone the creeps. Yet Marie pressed on, undeterred. Finally, in 1898, Marie and Pierre discovered two new elements never seen before: radium and polonium. Marie named one of them polonium, a loving tribute to her homeland, Poland. She began to wonder how these elements could help humanity. She was not only a scientist, but also a healer, a kind soul aiming to serve others. Radium emitted a unique light, casting a glow of mystery around it. Marie felt that this magical light could one day help heal people. Soon, the world began to speak of Marie Curie, and her discovery lit up the scientific world like never before. Marie and Pierre Curie's groundbreaking discovery in radioactivity earned them the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1903. Marie became the first woman to receive this prestigious award. While everyone admired her achievement, Marie Curie remained humble. To her, this was not the end of the journey, but just one step along the path of science. Marie was determined to do even more. She realized radium could help treat illnesses like cancer, and every day she returned to her laboratory, searching for ways this element could heal people. The world looked at her work with admiration, but for Marie, this was simply her purpose. However, Marie sometimes rubbed her colleagues the wrong way. Her relentless dedication to her research and pursuit of knowledge was so intense that it intimidated some of those around her. In her eyes, radium was not just a discovery, it was a miracle for humanity. Marie Curie's love for science never waned. In 1911, she received a second Nobel Prize, this time in chemistry, making her the first person to win 2 Nobel Prizes. By now, Marie Curie was not just a scientist, she was a hero who spread the light of science across the world. Her eyes still sparkled with the same childhood wonder on the day she received her second Nobel. To her, this was not an ending but another milestone on the boundless journey of science. Marie Curie passed away in 1934, leaving behind an everlasting legacy. Many scientists walked the path she had paved. Her courage allowed more women to step boldly into the world of science. Marie Curie's story teaches the world the value of persistence, curiosity, and kindness. Like the stars in the sky, her discoveries continue to guide humanity, illuminating the darkest of paths. Marie Curie's story shows us how big dreams can blossom within the heart of a young girl, bringing light and healing to humanity. If one day you wish to discover something new and shine a light for others, remember Marie Curie's journey and never give up, for the light of science will always brighten the darkest roads.